Aloha. Welcome back to Hi Now Daily. The Hawaii Red Cross has a history in Hawaii for over 100 years, constantly working to build community resilience. And during the Maui wildfire response and in the 2 years since, the Red Cross remains an active force in supporting the community as it recovers and rebuilds. And today we're joined by Hawaii Red Cross board member John Maurer, who also serves as the president and CEO of Island Energy Services. Thank you for coming in studio today.
Thank you, Natalie. Glad to be here.
Yeah, so it's been a journey, right? So I want to talk about that. The Maui Wildfire Services. You're a board member of Hawaii Red Cross. How was it like during that time? How did the organization come and spring into action?
The Red Cross, they're standing by 24/7, 365 to be ready for the community in any kind of event. And
right.
So when the Maui wildfires, we had obviously volunteers on Maui County. They immediately responded in trying to help provide services. And then volunteers from Oahu, the other neighbor islands, and then from the mainland eventually come to help support, all those that are in so much desperate need with such a tremendous and impactful event.
Right, I know. So it's like, and also for American Red Cross, a lot of it is volunteer based. And you as a board member, that came with many hours of volunteering, right? So how has it been to you personally being a part of American Red Cross Hawaii?
I find a passion being part of the Red Cross. It's a chance, an opportunity to help support the community in any way you possibly can. And so I find a way, an opportunity to be a part of the board where it helps with things like philanthropy and helping outreach for volunteers and reaching out to other organizations who can also lend a hand and be a part of the organization as well. We always need more volunteers. And so if there's something I can do as a board member to maybe inspire someone else or have a conversation that gets someone to be interested, that's a little bit about what I'm doing in that role.
I love it. And I mean, I know all this week at Hi Now Daily, we're going to be featuring a lot of those volunteers coming into, but it starts with a conversation, right? So, you at the American Red Cross having all that experience, connecting the people with the community, being prepared for an emergency, but also preparedness is a big discussion, right? So how do people stay prepared for whatever happens?
It's a huge deal to be prepared. It's probably one of the most important things you could do for your own family and yourself is to get prepared. And so I'll give you an example.
Right.
About a week and a half ago, we had Renee Spain come in to help our organization get prepared.
Okay.
And so we had a lunch and learn. We talked about go bags. You get a go bag so you have your essentials, things that you'll need for the next 48 hours in the event you have to evacuate your locations.
Okay.
And so it's things like a change of clothes, or it could be your medication, it could be some water and food, a flashlight, just simple essentials that you would need in an emergency situation. Play it forward a little over a week later, we had the tsunami threat.
Right.
And so our employees already had ready for them a checklist and things they needed to know in order to quickly move from their home to a higher ground or somewhere else they could be more safe. And so just having that mental thought about what can I do to help protect myself and my family, it's so very important.
That's amazing. And with the tsunami, thankfully we're all safe, but it's important to have that discussion of preparedness, but also volunteering for those who are in need. So, that's the conversation that we're having. For those who are maybe their ears are chiming in, where can they find more information if they want to volunteer with American Red Cross Hawaii?
First off, I'll just say that 90% of the work that gets done by the Red Cross is done by volunteers.
Okay.
There's a staff that helps support those volunteers, that network, but there's all kinds of things you can do as a volunteer in the organization. redcross.org/Hawaii website where you can find that information available. We encourage you to go check it out. There's so much things that you can do with the Red Cross that you might not even be aware of.
I love it.
And we could use your help every day.
I mean, check out some of those important images of the volunteers in the American Red Cross. The involvement in the volunteering, those hours perpetuates throughout time. So find out more information at redcross.org/Hawaii. And mahalo, John, for all the insight and work that you do at the American Red Cross of Hawaii. And to learn more or to find out how you could support, visit redcross.org/Hawaii. More stories and more aloha right after this. You're watching Hi Now Daily.
Bye.